Oh, you've got one. There you go. Suddenly found one that's hungry, right? My name is Mike Lubbock. I'm the Executive Director of Sylvan Heights Bird Park.
Mike Lubbock has been breeding birds for nearly 50 years, mostly for zoos and private collectors.
But the problem was it was getting difficult to keep going money-wise.
So he decided to build a park next to his breeding operation near Scotland Neck and open it to the public. It opened in 2006 as Sylvan Heights Waterfowl Park, but many waterfowl lose their color in winter.
So I felt that people didn't really get their money's worth for coming here and seeing lots of drab waterfowl. So that's why we've gone into a lot of other species. And we do not get any complaints. When we first started, we only had 150 species, mostly waterfowl. Now we have 240 species. And we changed the name to Bird Park from Waterfowl Park.
The park's 1-mile trail winds through aviaries displaying 2,000 birds from North and South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia.
We've really expanded each year.
An exhibit called The Landing Zone allows people to feed parakeets and other small birds out of their hands.
You see some children go in there rather scared, and then suddenly the bird comes down, gently lands on them and eats, and suddenly their fear is gone.
You can also feed flamingos by hand in here.
Nowhere else in this country you can actually feed flamingos, and they're very delicate the way they take the food.
An exhibit called Wings of the Tropics gives visitors an up-close view of exotic tropical birds.
The toucan is probably the most popular bird, probably because of the color of it. People ask me what my favorite bird is. I don't have a favorite bird. They're all my favorite birds.
The park also features a variety of endangered species.
I mean, we've got some species of birds that you can't see anywhere else in America.
Protecting endangered species is one of the park's primary missions, here and all over the world. That's important to Anya and Paul Susi of Camden, who bring their kids to the park every year.
We have the opportunity to talk about endangered species and to understand maybe some of the behaviors that lead to species becoming endangered. And so, for them to see an animal face to face that is facing extinction, perhaps, that's an opportunity for them to understand a little bit more about why that happened.
I don't think we'd be aware of most of these birds existing unless we came to this park.
That kind of education is at the core of this park's mission.
This is Nefertiti, so she is a 2.5-year-old king vulture. They're smart, they interact, they all have a personality.
These keeper talks are an opportunity to learn about different birds and their characteristics and behaviors, and even interact with them.
At any point, if you guys want to get closer and touch her, you're more than welcome to.
Unlike many zoos and similar attractions, visitors to Sylvan Heights Bird Park can bring their own picnic.
Most places you have to go in and buy their hamburgers or the drinks that they sell. But here you can bring a whole picnic in and your drink, etc. People like to do that, and we get a lot of picnic people.
And lots of people, period. In 2017, the park broke an attendance record with 60,000 visitors. But since the park spans 18 acres, it never feels crowded. Lubbock wants to keep it that way.
We want the people, obviously, to keep going, but we don't really want to overdo it, because when people go around, they do like the tranquility of the place. Some people stay here the whole day, don't see everything. And I want them to have that feeling, oh, I'd like to come back here again.